Hey guys, it is Kiki Garcia looking all smart in my glasses today, and
Totally.
it is time for more of my video series, I guess I'll call it, Keeping It Real. Now, a few weeks ago, I recorded a video and I told you about my BFF, Christina, and her post and how much it just kind of made me sad. And so I asked her to come and join me today. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Christina Carlisle, my BFF. How are
Hello.
you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good.
To yell at me. Are you going to
Uh,
yell at me?
I'm not going to yell at you. No, I
Okay.
won't yell at you. I promise. So, Christina, this all started a few weeks ago. She had posted something on her Facebook, a post, and I won't read the whole thing because it's long. No, only kidding. Um, but she was talking about how she had been at the beach that day, and she was talking to some guy, and he was kind of asking her out, and you said, I came this close in big capital letters to telling the guy he could do better than me. Now,
hmm
when I read it, I felt sad. Like, I don't want you to ever say that about yourself. I mean,
hmm
there's more than just like your beachy hair, which, by the way, I'm from Cape Cod. Beachy hair is good. Like, that's a good thing. So I just did my video and I expressed my feelings about it,
right.
which was basically, why do we put ourselves down? If somebody else said that about you, like for instance, if I had said that about you or somebody at work, like that would be like, or a boyfriend or a husband, that would be like verbal abuse. So
hmm
why are we putting ourselves down? I mean, I don't know, I didn't like it. But now I'm having you on to kind of talk about your side of the story
Okay.
and just have a little chat and a conversation about it.
Okay. So you don't you're really funny about it. You're like, I don't even know how to pronounce self-deprecating. So just to start off, it's self-deprecating humor. You're like, I don't even want to know how to pronounce it. You
Right.
called it self-defecating. I
Yeah.
loved it. In a way, it's funny that you call it that because you actually are pooping on yourself. So,
Mhm.
so it's funny that you call it that. But so here's the thing: is that I was raised almost by wolves. I was raised with a brother, three stepbrothers, and my sister, kind of like your sister's Kiki, is way older, so out of the house. Okay, so I'm just raised in a really male atmosphere where I was told all the time that I'm ugly. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's my life experience. And even my parents have never said anything flattering about the way I look. Like, like I think the best I got out of them is you look nice.
Mhm.
You look nice. So I don't walk around with an ego like, oh yeah, I got this. And then especially after, and I was like, I couldn't figure out why you were so sad, because I was like, Kiki, we've gone to the beach together. You see how I look when I come off the beach. Why don't you understand this commentary? Because I just, like, I didn't have any makeup on and my hair was out here. And I forget to really set the scene is the guy was super hot too. So it's like,
Oh,
why is this super hot guy trying to go out with me with my hair out to there and no makeup on? And so that's what was going on. Does that make sense?
it does. It makes sense. It makes
That's a
sense.
lot to unwrap there. Yeah.
Yeah. But to me, it was like one of my closest friends, like putting themselves down for the world to see, which to me, like the way I feel about it is, you know, there's enough people out there who are haters, and we all have haters in our lives. And it's almost giving them ammo. Like it's almost saying, yeah, I don't even believe in myself. So go ahead and say whatever you want about me because I'm almost giving you permission, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I'm like, you know, I have a radio show like you do. And
Mhm.
so I'm really honest about who I am. I'm like, I have self-esteem issues, you know, and I don't like, I feel like other people have, lots of people have self-esteem issues. And I'm like, let's talk about it. Let's be honest about it. But in this particular case, it wasn't, I don't even think it was low self-esteem. I think it's accurate self-esteem. It's like, it's the situation at the time. Like I was not looking my best. Sometimes I look good. Sometimes I look bad. I felt I looked bad, and you know.
But see, that's exactly what like I want to hear. I mean, that's what I'm trying to show with these videos is that, you know, maybe like on the outside, you're trying to portray a certain image, but then like on the inside, you feel another way. For me, like with the whole COVID and my mom passing away, it's been like a lot to handle. And
Bad year. Yeah.
yeah, very bad year. And for me, like I have this issue of I want to show you that I'm better than this other person.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's very weird. And I think it might even be um for another episode because I have an interesting story to tell about that. But um yeah, I don't know. I don't want you to ever think that like somebody shouldn't be hitting on you. Because first of all, the beach look is great. Nobody looks like perfect after the beach except for like the Kardashians. And like a little salty hair and a little like burn here and there. Like he was probably talking to you, and that's the other thing. I don't even know the whole story. Was he talking to you for a while to enough to know like your personality because your
No.
personality is like
It was
great.
just some dude I was like driving home from Rhode Island through Massachusetts, and it's some, you know, masshole, just trying to pick me up at a gas station. But he was really good looking, and that's why I'm just making a joke about
How good looking? I
it.
need to know. It's for
I don't know.
research.
I guess like an 8, you know?
Oh wow. Wow.
So I was like, okay. I feel weird. Is this okay? It was almost like, is this a candid? I mean, I was like, are you talking to me? Because I'm just like, I'm real like that. I'm like, what, me? You know?
Yeah. But I'm not, and I guess I kind of like wanted to explain myself a little bit too. Like, I didn't want you to think that I was trying to make you feel bad for feeling a certain way. Cause you know, it's such a touchy thing. Like, I feel like I don't want you to say that about you. I would never say that about me. But in the on the other side, like that's what this is about, is like talking about how we feel and our insecurities. And you know, on the other hand, I kind of like that you're like honest, but I just don't think it's the truth.
Well, okay. Who do you think in your? I feel like your family are the people who tell you the truth the most. Anybody else in your life is like trying to be kind. Your family doesn't bother to be kind, right? Haven't you found that the
Yes.
biggest truth tellers in your life are your family?
Yes.
And so this is what I got from my family is you're okay. You're okay. That's all we got going on here. You are okay. In fact, last time I saw my sister, she asked me if I ever had considered going on the show What Not to Wear. That was like, yeah.
Oh,
And she wasn't like trying to be an a-hole or anything. She's like legit, like, have you ever considered going on that show What Not to Wear? And I'm like,
well,
what's wrong? Like, that is the one place I actually do feel good about myself is how I dress. I feel like I'm a good dresser. And I'm like, oh, so the one thing I actually do feel good about, let's take that down a notch too.
well, see, and that's a whole other thing too, because families, I mean, they get into your head like nobody else.
Oh my God,
And
yes.
right? And
Yep.
I too had a mother who was not she was weird with like the compliments. Like sometimes she'd be like, "Oh, out of the three girls, you're the sexiest sister," and I tell your dad that all the time. But then
Mhm.
on the other hand, she's like, "Should you really be eating that clam chowder right now?" So it's hard. I mean, I've been lucky because I mean, I do have one person in my life who is completely honest with me and does not let me um, get away with things, and that's my partner on the radio. Like, he keeps it 100 with me. So if something's going on and it's not right, I know he's going to tell me the truth. Because you're right. A lot of people in your life just say, oh, yeah, you look beautiful. Oh, yeah, you're fabulous, blah, blah, blah. So you do need like the people who are real. But I've learned to block out my family because they're just, their idea of the perfect look is not me. I don't know where I came from.
So I need a Carlos, is what you're saying. My
Yes.
family's a little bit too real.
Yes.
And I need a Carlos, somebody in the middle. Yeah, I don't have a Carlos.
Yeah, because he'll be like, you gotta fix those eyebrows, but you know, he's not. I don't know. It's just good, and that's what I need. So, because like I said, I mean, my sisters are size 2. They probably look at me like I'm a cow, but I don't feel like a cow. I don't sit at home and eat cookie dough all night and cry into my sweatshirt. So I don't know. I guess it's about the attitude. I don't know. And you're in your head.
Yeah, I have always marveled at your attitude. Like when we worked together, I would always talk to my partner, who at the time was Dawson. I'm like, oh, I wish I had Kiki's attitude. How do you get Kiki-tude? I want Kiki-tude.
Oh my gosh.
Because I just don't have it. I don't have it.
And like 10 years later, it's even more. Like now I'm like, yeah, you're looking at me. What? You want me to pause?
I think that's the answer to the thing that we're talking about here, is that you need to give classes in Kiki-tude. I just made that up. Kiki-tude. I think I like it.
See, and I guess like with dealing with things and letting go of things and being honest about things, like maybe I will. Like maybe that's what these videos will do for some people. So I don't know. Hopefully.
But why hasn't Kiki-tude rubbed off on me after all these years? I don't know. It's hard. It's even hard for Kiki-tude to break through your conditioning as a child. Child conditioning is the worst.
I know. Well, I moved 3,000 miles away. Like that's what I had to do finally, because I wasn't getting anywhere.
And all my family has passed away, like my mom, and my mom was a big one in my head, and my brother, he also passed away, and so they're not even here anymore, and I'm still letting them control the way I perceive myself. And I've been through therapy. I don't know. I see what they said when I look in the mirror. I don't know what to do.
So I think I'm gonna start doing like classes on the side. So you can be my first student. I'll sign you up.
Kiki-tude. What are we going to call it, though? Do you like Kiki-tude? What are you going to go with?
I don't know. That's a good one. I kind of do like that. I could see that on a t-shirt.
Kiki-tude.
Right? And when I walk in the door, Drake is playing.
Kiki, do you love me?
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. And, I didn't mean to like hurt your feelings if I hurt your feelings talking about it, but I just thought it was a good subject to bring up.
No, it didn't hurt my feelings. I'm just like, well, you feel like you feel, and I feel like I feel, and what do you do? It is what it is.
Right. All right, guys. So that is another episode of Keeping It Real. And don't forget to subscribe and share it. If you hear something that's speaking to you, make sure you drop a comment. And of course, I would love to hear from you. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks. Bye.